Hello and welcome to my channel, Emma Jane's Garden. If you don't know me, my name's Emma and I grow cut flowers on my allotment plots, and I make beautiful bouquets for sale in farm shops, online and for weddings and events. Today I am picking, I've got farmers market tomorrow, and it's a big market because it's the garden festival for our local town, St Austell. So I'm here seeing what I've got ready to pick. And I have neglected it slightly because it's been my birthday and my son's birthday, and my husband took us away for a weekend for a surprise to Longleat Safari, which was amazing. So we are back now, and even just being away I've been away from the plot for about 4 or 5 days. I can't believe how much has bloomed and also how much needs deadheading. Bit annoying because I needed to have done this before, but you know, we went away and we had an amazing time with the family. So I am here now. It is Friday and the farmers market is tomorrow. I did come down and deadhead a couple of days ago when we got back, so there is quite a lot in bloom. There is also some more deadheading needing doing, but I'm going to crack on and get some flowers picked, and I will take you along for the journey in the market as well tomorrow, and we'll see, and I can show you what I do. So these are my dahlia beds, and they are just starting to really take off now. You can see that there are a few things that need deadheading. I did come down and do a big deadhead on this beautiful one here. It's been my favourite so far, and the big tall one here. I did a lot of deadheading on that because that's not my favourite dahlia, but it looks beautiful in bouquets. But if I was to have it in the garden I wouldn't have it, but for bouquets it looks beautiful. So yeah, I've got a lot of cuttings here of dahlias which are new to me this year, and they haven't done that well, and I think it's just because of all the hot weather we've had. I'm in Cornwall and we've actually got a hosepipe ban here now as well, so it's been quite bad this year. It's the first time we've had a hosepipe ban for as long as I can remember, but actually everything's fared quite well. I'm lucky that on the plot here we have to use watering cans anyway, so I'm not used to having a hose pipe, so everything gets hand watered here anyhow. But it was a bit of a task. It was taking 2 hours every other night to water this whole plot. So yeah, the dahlia beds are looking amazing. This bed not so much, it's all gone over a little bit, but there is still quite a lot blooming. And then I've got a dahlia bed with chrysanthemums in the back, which isn't faring quite so well, and I think that's purely because it was further away from the water, and it didn't get watered quite so often. These are my perennial beds, which I did this year. I did do a video of me planting these perennial beds, and actually they've done really well. Obviously I've got a few dahlias and bits in here as well, and they've been blooming all summer and looking amazing actually. It's just a bit weedy, but these weeds have taken off only in the last sort of 2 weeks. Other than that, it's been quite weed free because I did an experiment on putting grass clippings down on these plots, which I would say a big thumbs up to grass clippings as a mulch, because it definitely worked. I've got a lovely load of cosmos here. I had loads of snapdragons here, but they've completely gone over, so they'll be no good for tomorrow. And this was a bed that's always never done too well, which is why I put the cosmos in it, because cosmos don't need good ground. They like to have ground that's less fertile. I've got some beautiful sedums here. They will definitely be going in tomorrow. Let's have a look at the other. This is the other side, and unfortunately this side got left a little bit. This is more of a spring side. There's a lot more spring flowers in here, but I do have quite a lot of dahlias. Again, some need deadheading, but and I've got a lot of mint growing here with the dahlias. But yeah, I've got some Rebecca here and a little bit of larkspur left. But yeah, this is more of a spring garden this side, and that's the other plot looking that way. So this is my fourth plot, because that was 3 plots back there. That was because they're quite small plots, as you can see. This is a plot, so this is my fourth one, and again lots of dahlias. Can you tell I'm a bit of a dahlia addict? I absolutely love them. Sweet peas have gone over completely now. I've got some lovely Rebecca here, some straw flowers, some Ami Visinage, I think is how you say it. That's just coming up, and actually I planted it too late, which is it's coming up like this, but it's starting to branch, so that should be okay. I cut back all my feverfew, and that's looking way better now. That's re-going. My roses, I'm struggling with roses because when I need them they're not in bloom, and when I don't need them they bloom beautifully, but I've got nothing to do with them. So I'm in an ironing about keeping roses next year. I might just put them in my garden and not worry about them. And then I've got loads of dahlias and sunflowers down the bottom, and Rebecca and some, I can't think what they're called, some dried flowers down there as well. But this is this one, and this is looking good. So let's get on with the picking. I'm going to go and pick, and I'll probably put you down for a minute and I'll show you what I've picked. I'm going to have to do a pick now, take some home, come back and do some more picking in a bit, because it's getting a bit warm and I've got the dog with me and he doesn't like the allotment as it is. He finds it very boring. So I will have to take him home for a bit. So I'll pick some, take them home, come pick some more. Okay, so I've been picking for quite a long time. I've actually took 2 buckets home already, and this is another 5 buckets here. So we've got some gorgeous dahlias, absolutely beautiful. I really like this yellow, this pale yellow, she's lovely. Got some Rebecca, some roses, some straw flowers, some limonium, I've got grasses, lots of beautiful, I love this fountain grass, love this grass. Verbena, I've got this, it's actually a bamboo, this is lovely. Some cool looking eucalyptus, and feverfew, cosmos, some buddleia. This is a perennial sunflower, she's lovely. Some phlox, sedums, a little bit of mint. I've got a few other bits of grasses that I've found dotted around. So yeah, I've got lots and lots here. Now I've just got to get this in the car. Luckily I haven't got the dog anymore, so I've got more room. So yeah, I've took 2 buckets of dahlias home already. And I'm hoping it's going to be alright because it says it might rain tomorrow. I'll be gutted if I don't sell anything. It's always a worry that you might not sell anything, but I always do, so I don't know why I worry because I always sell something. And it's all about getting your name out there as well. So what I'm going to do is a bit of a bouquet bar tomorrow. So rather than making up lots of bouquets tonight, I'm going to make up a few bouquets so there is some grab and goes, and the rest I'm going to leave in buckets, and I'm just going to sell things kind of per stem, and then people can come and make their own bouquets. So they can say, oh, like 2 dahlias, like some of this, some of that, and then I'll wrap them for them. And then people have got a choice on how much they want to spend as well. So I know my local town isn't the most affluent, so you know there's some parts of it that there is and some parts aren't. So I want flowers to be accessible to everybody. So they actually smell amazing. I've got such a mixture here. So I've even got some rosemary here. I've got some rosemary, and some of the roses. I've got some roses in here as well, and they smell absolutely amazing. Beautiful. Right, I better get these in the car and get home. Okay, so I'm set up at the Farmers Market Garden Festival. I forgot to show you the photo of me putting them all in the car. It just was a bit late last night when I was doing it, so I didn't film a video in it. So I'll show you the stall. It's looking lovely, flowers looking good. They spent the evening in the car. Look at this. This is Cafe Au Lait Royale. She's beautiful, look at her. So it's all looking lovely. So it's a little bit windy today, and there is a chance of thunderstorms, which is a bit annoying. Could do without that, but I have got cover, and the seagulls are making a lot of noise. Not sure if it's a good omen or not, but this is my stall all set up. I'm doing a bouquet bar today, not something I've done before. I'm going to try that so people can make their own bouquets up. And that's what I'm going to do today, and there's also the option of me making a bouquet for them to collect later on or while they're waiting. So that's the stall. Fingers crossed it doesn't thunderstorm and we have a good day. There's lots of other stalls here, but I'm on my own today, so I can't actually go around and show you any of the other stalls. If I get a chance later, I will have a quick run round. But yeah, so that's me today, and I will post later and tell you how I'm getting on. So it is lunchtime and I've sold quite a bit actually. I'm quite impressed with how much I've sold, considering we did get the predicted thunder and lightning. Well, not the thunder, we did have the lightning and the torrential rain. I felt sorry, there was a bunch of kids doing a dance display and the heavens opened on them. I felt so bad. But they took shelter under my gazebo. And so I've sold quite a bit. Let me show you. Although I arranged to do the bouquet bars so people could make up their own bouquets, people were asking for bunches made up. So I made up some bunches to sell, sort of grab and go bunches. And as you can see, quite a bit sold. I've got a bunch here that this is a bouquet bar that somebody made. They've made this one up. They're coming to collect that in a minute. So all the dahlias out of this bucket have gone. I've got a few left in this bucket. I'm going to wrap some of these up dried flowers and sell them as bunches of dried flowers. I've got some roses still. This guy's she's beautiful. I'm surprised she hasn't sold. There's actually not a lot left. The wind just keeps taking everything away. But it's been a really good day. So I've got 2 hours left here. I'm going to go and see if I can find somebody I know on a couple of stalls up. I'm going to see if they can stay here for a minute while I go and get some lunch. And then I'll show you what's left at the end. Okay, so it's the end of the day, and as you can see, I've got empty buckets, which is great. I've made up lots of my little £5 bouquets. I've sold loads of those. Lots of bouquet bars. Eventually people started getting into the swing of it. I sold quite a lot of the dried flowers. So yeah, happy because I've got empty buckets. It always makes me happy. And it's time to go home because I am soaking. It is really wet. Yep, still got some left. I'll be taking those home, probably enjoy them myself.